This is not conspiracy. This is reality.
That's right. It's reality. And now it's sports. Victor Allen's journeys and adventures, running and jumping, hiding. Here's the man the ladies call sexual chocolate. Here's Vic.
Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, God. This is crazy. I'm sorry, I couldn't, I would have switched on. I couldn't help it, man. Because, see, when you see stories like that, you just die laughing.
No, I mean, because all of us, we've had some scary stuff. We can sit here and talk about our almost busted having sex stories. I mean, damn. There's so many sad stories. I remember a buddy of mine, he had an orgasm trying to put the condom on. And we told him, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody.
But he tells you anyway,
Don't tell nobody. Yeah, that's years later. You never get to know who it was.
Oh, God.
But somewhere he's laughing.
Oh,
Can you imagine that?
I do. We can have shows. I can't wait to have shows where you just say, let's just tell them all. So I want you guys to know that I'm not putting on any airs. I had a childhood and youth, and I made stupid and dumb decisions.
Me too.
Because the women,
You just wanted that.
Stop.
Cat.
I wanted the sandwich, man. The lunch. All right, you guys, welcome to New Sports, man. We got to do it this way. I don't know if we could do anything with Conspiracy Wednesday because it went from conspiracy to reality, and this is a lifestyle channel. So welcome, everybody. I got to sit back and tell you we're under the categories now where all the stories are following what we call balling, upset, letdown, big pimping, whatever, or something for the ladies, okay? So as we do this, the trending sports are, of course, Jeremy Linsanity does it again with win. 7th game in a row. He leads and wins big shot 3-point game winner.
Man, this is exciting. You know what? I'm happy for New York people.
I know.
Aren't you? Well, just for a while, because actually y'all pissed me off. But for now,
right.
For a minute,
right.
Let's give New York a little love, even though they usually don't deserve it.
Right.
And give them a little blessing so they can enjoy this.
No.
Leslie Falou is having a wonderful time. And I know New Yorkers that are like, they're like happy.
Right.
So go on, New Yorkers, go on.
Yes.
Go on.
Yes, yeah. Let me say this. The most important thing here is that we're going to try to paint the story because it's a phenom story for something that may not be as phenomenal to people who don't watch sports. But let's just say this. He's trending hot. Whenever a person is trending in the top categories in 2 topic headlines, you got something going.
Well, you see, we use them in the trending tweets. That's people are. It's wonderful.
Right. So the thing is, let me just go on and cover this because we're going to cover a couple of things here. One, we know Linsanity, he's doing it again, and he's also hitting those shots. Now, they're going to pick him apart on the turnovers, but we'll get to that later. Also, Colts Jim Irsay puts the chess move back to Peyton. I can't wait for this. He says, it's all on you, boy. We want you back. Or where he's tendering that we would love to have him back. So we're going to see if the chess move is in Peyton's court. And Meta World Peace says Brown is stats guy. Now, that means there was some clearing of the air, Mario. So we're going to get into that.
Yeah, I want to hear about that because I was hearing references to it, but I didn't. I needed to hear what actually was said a little more because the media, you can't trust what they say on things like that.
Right. I'm gonna get into it. I'll tell you this. We'll hit it in a minute, but let me hit the Linsanity.
Okay.
I'll come behind that and we'll touch upon that. So on the Linsanity move, you guys already know he's basically hit that 7-game streak. He hit that 27 or 28 points, 11 assists, but he has 10 turnovers. Now his turnovers, of course, are high, or 8 turnovers. Are high. No problem, man. All I'm saying
is... Isn't he a rookie, too?
Yes, he's a rookie.
I got to give him a occasional.
Second year, but he's still a rookie.
You know what I'm saying? Never got to play.
He never got to play. So let me just say this. He just wins. Like Tebow. Performed with errors, some conditions, but always pulls out the win eventually. So I'm going to give him his props because it's just win, baby. Now, all I'm saying is I can ask the question, is Linsanity doing a Tebow? I understand this.
Now that's become a term. When you said that, Vic, I had to stop and pause. So now let's define that too.
Right.
A Tebow. That means unexpectedly overachieving.
Right.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
So that's becoming a term. What they say, you did a Tebow.
Right. See,
okay, maybe he is.
Yeah, and here's what's unfair because...
Is he praying?
Yes. He gives props and everything, and he actually responds to, can you compare these two stories? Well, I'm not going to follow the tradition. I always follow what they call the flashpoint. we who are fans just love the game-by-game performance. Media and the journalists and the broadcasters like to wrap it up and make it, let me see what he does later,
They
what he
feel
do
a
later.
need to do that.
Yeah, well, it's all those things. I'm going, he's winning. Now, can he surpass? Before we even get to can he surpass Tim Tebow's popularity, who do you think is the best story based on where they came from? And let me wrap it just real quickly here. You got Tebow, who came from winning. When I say winning, on a bigger stage. He already had a Heisman Trophy. He also has 2 NCAA championships. Of course, Harvard is a win when you graduate because, dude, you graduate from Harvard. He also
Graduate.
He
Graduate, you guys.
Yes, he.
All right, now you know what I say. Graduate.
So the other part is he doesn't come from a place where he has a pedigree already at the level we expect, but he won in many other ways. The other thing is, to me, is that he's not going to be for the ladies yet. It's just there's a thing there that may or may not cross over, but internationally, he may become bigger than Tebow because Tebow is really America, USA.
We can't ignore the fact that of his Chinese heritage.
Right.
First of all, there's when certain groups are so underrepresented in sports, even in the NFL, part of what we enjoyed about even Junior Seau in the old days, that he was breaking, just the fact coming in, looking different, seeing people that are different.
Right.
So when you see Asians in professional sports, American professional sports, where they are definitely underrepresented.
Right.
You tend, and we know we go for this is America. We like the underdog,
right?
So the whole Chinese thing with him, and the fact that people have commented,
right.
You did the piece about Mayweather,
yes,
commenting on this,
right?
As it becomes part of the story,
right?
And he has that part too, even though Tebow, I think, had the religion thing. So no, Vic, all he needs to do is continue,
right?
And he has the potential to be a bigger story because the team has the potential to go further. And in a sense, I mean, the Denver did pretty, this reasonable.
Right.
But I mean, let's just say that if he continues like this, the Knicks will be in the playoffs. He's going to get a lot more pub.
Right.
Well, at least not more pub, because Tebow got a ton of pub. Let's just say he's going to get a lot of pub, right?
Right.
Because of that.
And here's why I say it's going to be a different type. He is, to me, doing what they call the Tebow, because they didn't see the part that is the flashpoint, because he didn't follow the model. I still say this, why he's going to be bigger, but globally more bigger, but we still will be affected more by Tebow's phenomenon, because let's just say this, Mario, all day long, when the ladies love you, you just...
Well, they learn to love us. Everybody loves success. In a minute, people going to be copying his haircut.
That's right.
That's right. I got the Jeremy Lin haircut.
There it is. It's all good. So here's my thing. I think he can surpass if the Knicks, I think it's conditional. He can surpass if the Knicks won, getting in the first round, possibly etch their way to the second round, and it will be an all-win story if they make it to the conference finals. They get there with him leading the way. The part that I think people are forgetting about is the Yao Ming effect. Yao Ming took the Asian culture by far, and he became their ambassador.
Yes.
And it represented a person who's a figure outside of the U.S.
Which is wonderful for the sport. Yes. It's wonderful for the world because it makes the world smaller.
Right.
As we embrace other cultures, their sports too.
Right.
And so I can't wait to see it. And Vic, it certainly has a good chance of happening. We will see, right?
Yeah, we will definitely see. And that's why I think he can surpass.
The Knicks are going to. Remember, I told you. See, even though we've had some definitely. Right. It's the early season fluctuations.
Right.
I already told everybody at the beginning of the season.
Right. That
I expected the Knicks to compete already.
Right.
For the East, Eastern Championship.
Yeah, they'll get there. I mean, he struggled against Toronto the other night, and it struggled in a way with Amari returning. So it lets you know they still got to work on the synergy. But if this cat gets in the injection, and they work a little bit on the defense, they'll be better. But I see it being more surprising as a story that goes beyond the borders of the U.S. All right, I'm gonna go to the second one. Coach Jim Irsay says the ball is in Peyton's court now. Now the chess move has been made. Bottom line, Mario, is Peyton's decision. Now, he did it in such a way because everybody knows it's wrapped around the money.
He's full of shit.
No, but wait a minute before you give him the bag that's full of S.
What owner says it's up to the player?
It's about one thing, the money.
That's what I'm saying.
Will he pay him the money?
Peyton,
And I'm just saying this.
get everything.
If you have to restructure your contract, isn't this what he's saying to Peyton?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? That's why I said he's full of shit, Vic. What owner ever tells the player he gets to call the shots?
I know.
Ever.
I know.
So he's full of it. He's so full of it. He probably has had a dump in 90 days.
We'll edit that part out. Mario's a little
But
bit.
I like Peyton. Everybody knows I like Peyton Manning. I like the Manning family. I think they're a class act. I think he's a class act. I've liked him his whole career. We can go back and forth about who's the best. I don't care about that stuff.
Right.
I just think he's a mind, too. So I always look. This is where you get to see what franchises are made of, and this is where you realize that businesses are businesses, and that's why you should not have allegiances to corporations.
Okay. Well, now let me set up exactly what was said by, of course, the tweet or the message sent out by Jim. Jim said, we can make it work if he wants to be here. Number two, he basically said we'd be excited to have him back and finish his career with us. So he already said, I'm putting out there we want to finish with you. Now, here's my question, Mario. What should Peyton do in this PR game of chess?
Bone him. Slap him upside the head.
Okay,
Robert, you're full of shit. We like to see it one time. Just one time, like to see him slap. Don't hurt him. No. I'm saying give him just like a bitch slap, like pow. And just go, ow, ow. Okay, that's your contract. You, that's your contract, you asshole. I just want to see it one time. Just one time. Just one time. Don't you want to see the player like choke out the owner? Like lift him up, just choke him out a little bit. Just not strangle him all the way. Just lift him up and make a moment of just demonstration to the owner.
So what
just
Mario
lift him up.
This is what Mario's doing. I want you guys to understand.
The slave rebels.
This is the person. Mario don't care about money. Well, he doesn't, and he does.
I care enough to not want to be broke.
Okay.
But yeah, Vic's right. Vic will tell you I'm kind of a hippie.
Right, he's kind of a hippie. They say you can always afford to be that when you're not that. But anyway,
you're right. That's the discussion. I agree.
Let me say it. So now here you are. Since I now know what you would do if you were the PR person, Peyton, you'll go, can I bitch slap him? All right, let's put you back over here and
just not hurt him, just enough where you go,
I got it. Let me just say this. Now you're Peyton. You're Peyton. All right? You're Peyton. We can never do reality skits because we'll never do the skit right. All right, you're Peyton. Do you come back or send a counter PR message?
I sent him a picture of me grabbing my crotch.
See, this is it. This is it.
Saying,
I have no support.
Come on home, Robert.
See,
come on home.
See, this is why I'm not going to get.
I don't like the
female co-host.
That's why they call it owners. It's some old slave shit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm a radical leftist. Don't y'all hate some of that stuff?
Okay.
Yeah. That's your owner. See, they say stuff like that. That's your owner.
Okay.
You know, Robert Irsay, that's Peyton Manning's owner.
I know. I got
you. He owns.
But here's the part that's...
They own.
Here's the part that's happening, Mo. You got to understand. Peyton has to now make a move, even if it's a PR move. Because the people who don't think in death like you, who are going like...
Well, I tell you what. I think it's a great PR move with this picture, because you know what, Vic?
What?
Take a look at this picture you put up there. He's got some long-ass fingers, doesn't he?
Okay. How do you...
look at his fingers.
Find things that...
I'm just saying, you put this picture up there, I'm saying, damn. His penis anything like his fingers.
Okay.
He got no PR problems.
Okay, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I apologize. Not only to the young kids, to the ladies, the girls, everybody who's going to watch something else. I apologize.
The Peyton porno series.
All right, let me just go on to the next. What are you doing?
Oh, I thought you were... Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, see what he's doing?
I'm trying to anticipate him.
Wait a minute.
That was your last thing.
No, I said I'm coming back to Meta, World Peace.
Oh, so you didn't see
You're the one who said he wanted to talk about
ladies and gentlemen, it's a failure to have appropriate visual aids. See,
he's a trend.
Now, everybody take a look how Vic blames this on me.
Wait a minute.
Now, look at the visual aids. Anybody see anything after this? There is nothing after here. Now, he's talking about I'm coming back to this little line up here.
At the beginning of the segment, which was 8.5 minutes ago.
Okay, I can't remember that long.
I said the trending sports.
I can't remember that long.
I'll come back.
I'm sorry.
See?
I'm sorry,
and
you
he
guys.
said okay. I did you a favor.
As you see, I have to run the visual aids. I don't get no help. I don't get no help, y'all. See, Norman, see how ungrateful.
Now he needs
just
back
because I
up.
went a little early.
He needs back up.
Just because I went a little early to the sports thing.
You want to get out.
Victor throw me underneath the bus.
So wait a minute.
Norman,
So,
what would you do,
yeah,
Norman?
well,
Would you just,
now you
I just shed a tear.
You know what?
Go on, tell us about Meta World Peace.
Now, see,
he would never do that
Oh,
to
no.
his Laker compadres.
No, because you're not. It's called, you ever heard of rescue mission when you rescue yourself from your own tragedy? He just did that.
That was pretty good too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
That's good.
All right, because we got 3 categories. I didn't even rate them, so I want to hit them real fast when we come back and say
Okay.
what category. But
Okay.
let me hit the one you wanted.
Right, I want to know about
you want
this.
about Meta World
I just
Peace?
forgot it. I had a senior moment.
I know. To give you what happened, he quoted. Okay, there was some clearing of the air. The topic is that there was a clearing of the air between Meta World Peace and Coach Mike Brown of the Lakers. And really what it was is that Meta said in a comment to CBS.com Sports or something like that. I can't remember what it was. He says, he's a stats guy. Meaning
Okay.
that, and here's the follow-up to
Now,
it.
who says what that means? That's where it gets
I know.
dangerous.
Vic's
Vic's going to tell you what it means.
He says he's a stats guy, which means that he studied, he's prepared. And I put out a tweet out there that says, yeah, I'm glad he's a stats guy. I hope he's just not winging it because he has to use the data at hand. But he followed up. Now, here's the part. He says he's a stats guy. He's not doing it like a guy who's in basketball that you have to use a feel as well to get into the motivation, other areas. Mike Brown is a stats guy. He studied. He comes from Popovich. But Popovich brings you emotion. He brings the look. He brings attitude while he has the stats. Mike is not a Popovich. So is Meta somewhat correct in saying he just brings stats?
Meta need to work on bringing his own shit. See, this is what happened. Maybe Meta need to focus on Meta and get better.
Okay.
Get better, Meta.
Good point.
Get better,
Let me
Meta.
say this.
And then we won't have to worry about it.
The worst thing to do, you're right now. I'm going to say why you're right. The worst thing to do is make a casual complaint when all your stats, who you're referencing the coach that he's a stat guy, is reminding you all your stats from the previous year are down.
That's like when your woman who's wonderful takes wonderful care of you, great sex, you tell her, you gain a little weight. See, that'd be a no-no. That would be the same kind of a thing.
Right.
Right. You don't do that.
Right.
You don't mess with things.
Meta used the wrong time,
Yes,
wrong
did.
subject, the wrong period. Just
Yes.
wrong because what he's doing is being reminded of what he's not doing. His production's down
Yes.
across the board.
Let's
He's
remind
being
him.
reminded by the stats. The stats don't lie. They tell you what they are. So
Yeah.
you think he's a stats guy because he keeps showing
Like
you
Kobe's
the stats.
stats in that game last
Oh, man. Hey, look.
Like
Look.
Kobe's stats.
One thing I like about Kobe's stats, he says, I never get dissuaded from the mission. And it's like Jeremy Lin.
That's right. I
I have
Kobe's
turnovers, but I'm a scorer.
Yes.
Now, Meta, what's your fallback? You got to have a fallback. What's
He's
your fallback?
he's gonna have a T-shirt line.
Okay, you know what? I knew you were going to do that. All right. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to vote on who's balling, let down, big pimping, something for the ladies and whatever. And we're going to start with Jeremy Lin because that was our top subject leading into New Sports. So, Mario, what is Jeremy Lin doing if I need to ask? Does he fit balling?
Yes.
Big pimping?
Yes.
Is he something for the ladies?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
You gotta
All
learn
right.
to dress
All
a little
right.
better, but it takes time. That money, it's easier to adjust up. And Jimmy Kimmel started looking fly. Everybody. Howie Long, everybody just cut.
Yeah, get better.
Yeah, all the way. Y'all know the money will help you. They have a consultant to dress you.
Give him time. I can tell you now, over in the other side of the world, he is something for the ladies, and it's coming up.
That's right.
It's coming up.
See those fingers?
I know. Now let's go over let's do this. Jim Irsay, because you got to think about this. Jim Irsay launched his I want this veiled comeback. Balling, upset, let down in PR. Is he big pimping? Is he something for the ladies, or is it a whatever moment, man?
Whatever.
Oh.
I was going to say let down, but it's not really let down.
It's not a letdown.
It's not a letdown. It's whatever.
Is it strategically? I mean, if you were a CEO, would you strategically go like, let me get an
I think
eye of
it is
public opinion?
strategic. That's why you can't trust these businesses. It's totally strategic.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so I'm going to say this.
It's nothing if not strategic.
Right, it is. And so when you're the CEO, I can't help it. You're big pimping. I'm sorry. I don't care if
The
everybody.
big weenie in the room.
He's big pimping. He's not balling because he's not playing any
he's
ball.
pimping.
And the ladies are not
I can
going
tell he's
crazy
the
over him, but
owner.
he's big pimping.
He's the
All right,
owner.
now let's take it out. This is going, oh man, meta world peace. All right, Mario, I already know. I'm going to give you the,
Oh, God.
it's either going to be upset, let down, or whatever. Because you're not saying he's something with the ladies. You're not saying that he's big pimping, and you're not going to say he's balling, so which one is he? You know, it's only a couple of choices, man. You gonna say he's big
Let
pimping?
down.
He's a letdown.
Yeah, because you need to just be your game. To
Thank
me,
you.
I'm watching you thinking that your game is sliding.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So I need for
Yes.
rather. I think Mike Brown would feel a lot better if you would just do a little better to hustle
Thank
and
you.
be more consistent
Thank
and
you.
make a shot every now and then.
Thank you. So
okay,
here
that's
we
what
go.
I think.
That's the subject. We're done. Meta. Stats don't lie.
Meta.
Come on. That's
Get
the way to go.
better.
That's it.
That's right. That's Victor Allen's New Sports, his unique Neil Urban look at sports, written, directed, and produced by Victor Allen. And we'll be right back. Enjoy.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be right back.